Out of all the hobbies I could have picked, I chose the one that takes months to prepare for, only to show up and do it again for hours, and that is running, more specifically, the marathon. Which leads me to ask myself two questions: why try and why now? And honestly, the best answer I can give you is why not? If you're new here, my name is Christian. I've been running for just under 2 years, and right now I'm 4 weeks into training for my second marathon. If you were to scroll through social media, odds are you're gonna stumble across somebody training for something. A marathon, half, 5K, it's everywhere, and it's got me thinking, what's happening? Is this what we do now in our mid-20s? Is this the influence of the hybrid athlete trend, or is it just a item that is on the modern bucket list? And the more time I sit with it, I think it has a deeper meaning. Maybe it's our way with dealing with all those big questions in the in-between phase of our life. And we ask, who am I? What am I capable of? What do I want? I mentioned mid-20s, but I know this can apply to anyone across any phase of their life, because throughout our lives, we visit these questions often, and we all have different seasons of our life where we want to try something new and hard. So when it comes to talking about the marathon, it's proof of character, not to others, but to yourself. I don't care how you dress it up. You can say it's for your health, it's for fun, it's for a cause. At the end of the day, you're making a promise to yourself that you're going to get from point A to point B without fully knowing how you're going to do it. But you do it anyway, and that is the proof. And lately I've circled back to the fact that sports aren't just physical, they're emotional as well. You spend a lot of time breaking your body down, but you also spend the same amount of time facing your fears, your doubts, and testing your limits. You pretty much are constantly stretching yourself. The thing is, you can chase performance and meaning at the same time. It's not either or, because it's a matter of figuring out who you are and who you're becoming, and hopefully you're enjoying that ride. Now, I'm not saying everything has to be deep. It's okay to have fun and move your body, but when you do something consistently, especially when it's hard, it reflects life back at you. It becomes personal. Ask anyone who's done any endurance event, especially the marathon. There's always a point of breakthrough. I mean, go on social media, you go look at the videos. People are cheering, smiling, and crying, the tears. It says it all. See, that's the thing I fell in love with. And for me, I've been able to feel that the last 2 years. In March of 2024, I ran my first half marathon with the goal of running it under an hour and 30 minutes. I trained for 12 weeks and came up just short. But I loved everything that led up to that point. So I said, I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and do it again. So just under 3 months, I showed up and I ran a half marathon in an hour and 26 minutes. It felt so good, and I was ready to set another ambitious goal. So as of this year, of June, I had the new ambitious goal of running a marathon well under 3 hours. I spent 12 weeks training for it, but I had a lot of months leading up to it of ups and downs. But when I got to that day, I didn't hit my mark. But similar to my last half marathon, I just enjoyed everything that led up to it. And I figured out that I have a new limit. There's so much more potential, and I just had to add consistent days and just have fun with it. So now I'm 4 weeks into training for a new marathon. I'm chipping away at the days, figuring out what I can do to make this new goal possible. It's easy to get caught up with the numbers, the pace, the splits, the finishing times, especially with social media like Strava or anything of that nature. You can get distracted, but honestly, the biggest wins come from doing things that you didn't think you could do. So when people ask why the marathon, I think of all of those things. I think about the process, I think about being present, I think about feeling all the things that you don't normally feel. That to me is the art of trying. You care enough to show up and do what you said you were going to do. Look, crossing any finish line is a huge accomplishment, but the real reward is everything that led up to that point, which is something that I'm going to appreciate every day, and I'm trying to capture and sit with. With all that being said, if I had to leave you guys with one thing today, it would be this. Trying is 100% worth it, and it doesn't matter what you look like, because if you go far enough, you might just meet another version of yourself.